Tejasvi Yadav, RJD leader, is now with me from Patna. Tejasvi, before I come to you, I want to tell our viewers once again, in case they missed our news report or the debate yesterday, what it is exactly that we are talking about, because it was not very clear in the first news report. We are talking about the mass rape of 34 children between the ages of 7 and 14. We are talking about the involvement of a very, very powerful man. I'd like to run his pictures right now, who is personally the best of friends with the Chief Minister of Bihar. We are talking about the possible involvement of the husband of the Social Welfare Minister, and the Social Welfare Minister has given him a clean chit. We are also talking about the possibility of politicians not just part of the cover-up of this mass rape of 34 children. We are talking about the possibility of politicians being involved in the rape of 34 children. We are talking about children who have not just been raped, but children who could have been killed. We are talking about 10 to 11 missing children in another shelter home run by the same animal, whose picture is there on the screen. And hence we are talking about the mass cover-up of this entire case by Nitish Kumar. My first question to you, Tejasvi. Tejasvi, are you into this and following this only because it helps you target Nitish Kumar politically? If not, then why didn't you raise this in a strong way much earlier? I'm sure you knew that this was happening in Muzaffarpur.
See, first of all, I would like to tell you this is very shameful and very horrifying incident which had taken place in the land of Bihar, the land of Buddha, where from Buddha has given the message of the peace. And if you see, there have been many districts in Bihar. Not only, this is not just happened in Muzaffarpur, this had happened in many other districts as well. And even in the house also, even in the Vidhan Sabha, we have got an adjournment motion in the house. We were protesting inside the house. I did a cycle march also from Gaya to Patna, and we have been always raising these issues. Earlier also, when the Gaya incident took place, where in front of his dad, daughter was raped and wife was raped in front of his husband, at that time also this issue had came into my view, and at that time also I raised question against the government that there should be a fair investigation. But at that time, all the JDU people and BJP people used to say that this is all rubbish.
The JDU shows us this picture. The JDU shows this picture of your father, Lalu Prasad Yadav, with the main rape accused, Brajesh Thakur. They are saying, who is Tejasvi to raise questions? When his father is also the best of friends with the mass rape accused.
Can they tell me it's in which year this picture was?
Well, it seems at least 15 years old.
When he were not even able, at that time he never used to run an NGO at that time. The picture looks, it's very old, during the 90s. And one more example, BJP also raised the same issues with my brother, that in Sivan journalist murder scam also, there was a picture which BJP moved to Supreme Court, and what happened in Supreme Court?
Tejasvi.
So my Supreme Court had said that there is no involvement, there is no case against my brother.
Tejasvi, now Tejasvi, the fact of the matter is this man knew everyone. For all the people watching tonight, you don't have to take the names, but you can speak freely today. Is it or is it not true? I'm not taking names, but is it or is it not true that many politicians have sexually exploited children in the shelter home? Many politicians themselves have sexually exploited children in the shelter home.
In the name of journalist, he had made his contacts, and he was the most strongest partner of Nitish Kumar ji, because he used to get, on the same date when FIR was registered, he got one more tender of a shelter home.
No, that I know, but you're not answering my question. My question to you is, on that one point which makes people...
He has a very good connection.
No. My question is, I know that. Let me tell you this. This man exploited his media connections. It was said that he ran the Muzaffarpur press club. His contacts with journalists and senior media personalities all across India was so strong that for a long time, the Bihar media itself, senior journalists in Patna were not reporting this with the passion that they should have. I've spoken about it. My question to you is, were there other politicians who were also involved in the sexual exploitation of young children?
See, when I went to Muzaffarpur,